Hey Aries, this is a general timeless reading, so make sure to use your own discretion and stay open to your own intuitive hits that could come through, and only watch tarot videos when you feel guided to do so. If you feel the roles I'm describing are in reverse, then please feel free to reverse the roles while listening to the reading. And if you'd like a personal reading, head to my website for more information. The link will be in the description box. Whoa, Aries, you got this not exact, but unicursal hexagram again. You're the only one that's had this in this exact same spot. If you look back to the reading that I did, I don't know, like a month or two ago for Aries, it's in the same spot, exact same position. And it popped out as well while I was shuffling, and something told me, like, it's probably going to come out in this reading again, okay? And then boom, came out again. The interesting difference is, excuse me, just hit the microphone. The interesting difference is you've got the priestess here, and then the unicursal hexagram. Originally in that other reading, this was the 10 of Pentacles, and this was the 3 of Pentacles, or discs. So you've moved out of the 10, the finish, whatever was finishing in that reading has finished. And it's like, you've moved past it. You're actually taking action now. Whatever was stopping you, or Spirit was trying to get through to you, it seems a lot clearer for you now, for a lot of you. Now, I've got the clarifiers, so I'm going to put them down first. The priestess, you got the rose, confidence. Unicursal hexagram, possibilities, which is pretty much what that card means, but we'll get into it. Transformation with Prince of Discs. With the Death card, you got auras, observe. And with Princess of Cups, you've got state of mind, air element. Now, I didn't go back and check all the clarifiers for the other readings, so if you want, have a look at that, because it might be relevant. But for this, I'm seeing, okay, confidence, priestess. Yeah, it's like you've come into your sense of power here with priestess and confidence. The priestess is someone who's capable of transmuting reality, changing things, like very wise. She rules over all the queens, the empress, but she's like the spiritual aspect, the universal high vibration plugged into your destiny type energy. That's confident, like it's bringing this level of confidence. I'm getting that you've probably felt recently like ups and downs with your confidence levels, but it seems to be increasing. And it's like, like I am kind of feeling guided to do this, or join this thing, or do this thing, or be this thing, start this thing, whatever it is. There's a sense of confidence, but like prowess as well. It's not just like, I can do this. Like I get this sense of like, I not only can do this, but I'm very hyper aware of what I've got within me to be able to pull this off. And I'm confident that I have what it takes. That's awesome energy to be in, Aries. Good for you. And if you're not in that energy, try and pull yourself into that energy. Like, take stock of what it is that you've got within yourself. Remind yourself of all the success you've had in life. And if you feel like you haven't had much, then focus on the good qualities that you know you have. Even if the stress and pain of life, like, may worn you down so you're a bit reactive or whatever it is, like, you know that you've got some goodness in you and you can reach this point. But for a lot of you, I feel like you're already in that, which is awesome. Whether you are or you're not, the unicursal hexagram represents Spirit's ordinance over a situation. So what they're saying is, like, you've got the possibilities in your life with the Garden Gate clarifying card. Possibilities in your life it's kind of like you've got this untapped, inexhaustible source of energy that Spirit's willing to put behind and invest in whatever it is you choose to invest in, as long as it's, for your highest good. Obviously, like, if you want to invest in a heroin addiction, they're not going to support that. But if you want to invest in, like, I don't know, trying to get your life on track, or trying to improve something or start some sort of thing that requires some sort of success or determination, those types of things, Spirit's saying that the possibilities are wide open and they're going to support that. There's things in the background that they can't reveal as well, which is what this card means. This usually tells me that you're at a pivotal karmic point, like when it comes to your life lessons, your karma that you're supposed to work on. And it's not like like Christian, like sins and this and that. It's not that. It's literally just divine virtues you've come here to cultivate. There's something hidden. Hang on. I'm going to tap in. Here we go. There's something else hidden in this and I can't see what it is yet. Hang on. Oh, okay, yeah, they're saying that for a lot of you there's untapped spiritual resource, and this can be applied to anything, but what it means is your actual spiritual prowess, your gifts, your spiritual ability in itself, it's going untapped. And not that you haven't tapped into it, because if you're into this sort of stuff, you're probably tapped in, but they're saying that there's like another level that you haven't awoken to, you haven't realized, like a strength or a power or a gift that's dormant, that Spirit's going to reinvigorate once you commit to a high vibration, which is like your life, whatever that is. Like, you want to improve your life, you want to improve your relationships, you want to improve your job, you want to improve this and that, your spirituality, all of that. Whatever you start applying it to, these gifts are going to start to open up, and it's not going to take much effort. Like, you're not going to have to meditate to open these gifts up. It's going to be your actions. And maybe your actions are specifically to cultivate your spiritual gifts. If that's the case, buckle up, because you are going to open the floodgates. But if that's not your main focus, whatever it is that you do focus on, business project, whatever it is, a relationship, like improving a marriage or improving a dynamic in your life, something, there's going to be spiritual gifts that open up around that, and you're going to notice them. Like, you're going to be like, oh, I predicted that, or oh, I said that and then it happened, or oh, like just little things around that are going to open up. But Spirit's saying it's ambiguous at this point. It can be applied to almost anything. But yeah, Spirit's saying if you do choose to focus on your spiritual gifts themselves and really commit, it doesn't have to be like an hour of meditation a day. It could literally be like, I'm going to do 3 breaths into each chakra every day, or I'm just going to quickly put down some roots, or like, whatever visualization you use. Maybe just like a quick smudge once a week, or there's something. If you invest in your spirituality in some capacity, it's gonna be like opening a floodgate. You're gonna be like, I might just open this little valve, and then whoosh, all this water, all this energy comes through, and you're like, whoa, okay. There's another element. They're saying, yeah, this is the hidden aspects that I can't see personally, me, Mark, the reader. I can't see that, yeah, this is also Mercury retrograde. There's going to be tests coming up for you if you're watching this at the time that I post it, or like within a few weeks of me posting it. This message is going to apply to you. If not, don't listen. Unless you found this exact video just before a retrograde. In that case, listen. But this retrograde that's coming up in December, there's going to be some very pivotal things. Whatever comes up in the next month, like, that feels a little bit stressful or taxing to deal with, it's supposed to come up. It's the retrograde trying to clear it out and get you to level up in your reaction and in your response to this stress or this issue that comes up. And it could be a couple of issues, but it's this month in December, even though it's still November. But you know what I mean. This coming retrograde month is December 2024. Okay. They want me to say, yeah, if you don't pass these tests, if you don't fix whatever it is and rise to the occasion, to the level that they want you to, it will come back up in the next retrograde, which is okay, so don't freak out. But just know that the stress, if you avoid it this coming December, it will come up again, like a cyclical thing, every retrograde until you deal with it. That's for some people, not for everyone, but anyway. Whatever this is, like this newfound floodgate that's about to be opened, you stand in as the priestess capable of handling whatever comes from this, the retrograde, but also adjusting to the newfound energy, the newfound power, the newfound gifts that you've cultivated and will be increasing this month or in the coming weeks whenever you watch this video. So long as you stay in the High Priestess, high vibe stance. So like, don't just go, oh, Mark said I'm going to be a high priest, and then you go out and go on a bender, and then you're hungover for like a week. You're not going to have that. Spirit will still deliver the messages regardless, but you won't be able to move forward and push forward like I'm seeing you continuing to do if you stay in the priestess energy of, I'm trying to do the highest vibrational life that I can. I'm trying to carry myself that way, conduct myself that way, no matter what comes up. Then these things will just open up for you. You won't even have to try. Just maintain that high vibe priestess energy, male or female. Prince of Discs is somebody who moves forward. This forward movement is transformation. It's transforming your life in a way that's in relation to the physical things. So like, if you felt stuck, like you can't leave the house, I see you leaving the house. If you feel like you haven't got enough friends or good people in your life, I see that coming in for you if you stay in this high vibration. If it's, I'm in a shitty job and I want to come out of that, like I see you getting out of that. It's that sort of energy, and for some reason it's now, like whenever you've watched this, it's now. Now's the time. As long as you stay in the High Priestess energy, Spirit will carry you through this. And it won't feel like an uphill battle like I'm getting for a lot of you. It has felt that way because the last reading you had, this was the 3, which was the foundation. You were just kind of building it. Spirit was helping you, kind of guiding you and nudging you on which direction to go in and what action to take. But for a lot of you, that's shifted since that other month that I did this reading for you guys, and you got unicursal hexagram again. Now it's the Prince of Discs, not the 3, which means you've built that foundation and are now ready to take action. And it's the Prince. So it's like, yeah, I've got the foundation. I'm ready to start this now. I'm starting to really just go forward. And for a lot of you, you aren't letting things stand in your way. You're just kind of bulldozing any of the toxic things or people in your life that are like, should you be doing that? Or maybe, what about you do this instead of that? You're like, no, I can see my path. Thank you. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Watch out. Watch out. In a really good, healthy way, though. And it's transforming your life. Keep going, because death is a total ending of whatever cycle it was that you've been moving out of. Total ending. Auras observed. Yeah, if you felt like, I'm always that person who gets screwed over. I'm always the person who people don't look to, even though I've got like wisdom that could help them. Or, you know, I'm never like the life of the party, or I'm never this, or I'm never the leader. I never get chosen. People don't include me. All of that gets changed if you maintain this High Priestess vibe, because death is a total transformation. The Prince of Discs with transformation coming into the card of ultimate transformation. You guys are going to transform as long as you stay true to yourself and keep that vibration up. Know your self-worth. Keep reminding yourself of your self-worth and all the things that you can do, all the good things that you're capable of, and go forward in what it is that you're seeking. Because this transforms that aura of, oh, I'm always this role, I'm always that character, I'm always this dynamic in all my relationships or jobs or spiritual groups. Why am I never the leader? Why am I never the this or that? That's an aura that's on you. It's partially from you, but it's also from life and people from outside of you, things from outside of you, circumstances outside of your control. These things have been placed on you, and it's kind of like I just saw in my mind's eye this like sticky aura, like a sticky hand that hasn't been washed, and it's just picking up grime and bacteria. That's what I'm seeing being just completely shifted. It's just like it just falls away. It completely just falls away like dead weight. It just gone, sinks to the bottom of the ocean, and you keep sailing. And then there's this new aura where it's like people don't even recognize you. It's like, and then the people that recognized you as this other thing, this lesser thing, they it's like their jaws drop. Some of them are gonna be like, oh, that's not for you, but you're gonna just steamroll them. Yes, keep up with it, guys. Like, you're going places, let me tell you that. You're going places. Princess of Cups, state of mind. Yeah, this death transformation where you become a completely different person, like a full level up. It's kind of like, I just saw the Titanic, and it was like you went from down in the decks with the chickens dancing to up in the fancy deck, but you've still got all the lessons you learned from moving up each deck, and now you get to sit at the top and enjoy the fine wine and all the luxuries. But you've still got in you, like, you earned that spot. You weren't given it. You weren't born into that upper class. You know, you've lived and breathed and survived and thrived in the lower decks of the hypothetical Titanic that is life. And then you danced your way up, you shoveled that coal, and you worked your way up, and now you're ready. You get to enjoy this, and you will enjoy it. There'll come moments of peace if you can maintain this in the next month. The following months, whenever you watch this, the following months, if you can maintain the suggestions that I've given to you, you'll reach the Princess of Cups, and that'll be your state of mind. Look how free she is. She's hopeful. Like, there's so much life around her. There's a very much alive lotus, wisdom. There's a turtle, a swan, a fish. I don't know, that's a carp. I think it's just a generic fish. But she stands, and she's not struggling. She's blowing in the breeze. She's free, unencumbered. Just like the air element, the state of mind. It blows, it's free, it's changing, it's fluid, I'm trying to find that spirit. What's the word? It's like you get to enjoy the spoils of the wars that you've had to fight and the battles that you've had to go through. And it's like you've changed, and it's spirit's like, you get to relax now. You've gone through it and you maintained it, which means you've implemented all the changes, you've used all the wisdom, you've relied on all of the lessons you've gained to be able to keep powering through to get to this death moment where your life transformed. And now you get to enjoy it, and that's coming very soon. I don't mean like, oh, some ambiguous time frame. Very soon, in the next few months, you'll have a moment where you're sitting there and you kind of feel like, oh, my life is getting better. Wow, look at that. I feel really good. I feel really like I can just sit back and like just enjoy it for even just a moment. Like I can, but I get like that hasn't really been the case leading up to this. And the only way you get there is maintaining it. So even though you might feel exhausted, keep going. Obviously, don't run yourself into the ground, but don't just go, oh, I'm so sick of this. Don't get sick of it. It's transmuting whatever was into something that you've always wanted. Don't stop, is all I can say, because the unicursal hexagram doesn't come out lightly, and it rarely comes out. Check all the other readings. It doesn't come out often. I'm pretty sure it's only come out for you guys and maybe one other reading. I can't remember, but it came out for you again in the exact same spot. You need to hear this, okay? So I hope this helps. I'm going to leave it there. If you want a personal reading, we can go in depth into your own life and really fine tune the messages to get the details we need, past, present, or future. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope this helped, and blessed be.